trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. The outfield playing him to pull with the center fielder positioned in that left center field gap. And Judge spoils that one.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Judge comes up empty there.
1-2.
Strike three, got him swinging. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
And here comes Bellinger, known for his late inning heroics. And that's too high. That misses the zone, and the count now 2-0. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Holding on to a one-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. In the air, left field, down the line. Fair ball. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. And now a crucial opportunity to tie up this game with another base hit.
So the tying run in scoring position now. Giancarlo Stanton. Runner takes off for third. Pitch inside. Throw to third. Save. And the tying run is now only 90 feet away. The tying run is 90 feet away.
Ball, that's high.
2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. You better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side or the fans better look out in the stands.
Swings and misses. And it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fastball is outside. Austin Wells in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Seth Brown getting ready to hit.
Left fielder, Seth Brown.
Leiter back to work. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-1.
And that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Everything came together for him. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
So a man at first. Now here is Luis Urias, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. Big swing and a miss. Nobody out. Runner at first. That missed by a lot. And that's ball one.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
In the air, left side. Makes the grab, one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Next up for the A's, Jacob Wilson. In for a strike. 0-1. Swing and a foul straight back. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate, and people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
So 2 down now, and here is Lawrence Butler. He's already homered here in this one. There's a strike. Swing and a miss.
0-2.
Get another one.
Swings and misses, struck him out. The A's strand 1, but they still lead at 3-2.
Now pitching.
Mason Miller on to try and close it out.
Number 19.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Well, 1-run game, and now the catcher comes up to him, Austin Wells. Fastball for a strike.
That's inside ball.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Got him! And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Goldie in the box now, takes strike 1. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Fought off foul. And the 0-2. And there's a ball.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
And that skips in the dirt. That one just misses.
That's a really good take.
Jason Dominguez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. We'll see another payoff pitch. And the tying run is on base.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
Up next for the Yankees.
Looks like we've got a
left fielder,
substitution at
Jason
first. Coming in as the
Dominguez.
pinch runner, Oswald Peraza. One down, runner at first. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. First pitch just misses.
1 ball, no strikes.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Let's go, defense.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Yeah, that's
Outside
outside.
ball.
And that's ball 2.
Sit him down.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Yankees with only 1 out remaining. Oswaldo Cabrera now at the plate.
Right now, they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
That misses off the outside edge.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so that's a good take by him.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
2-0.
And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
This could end it. Line drive, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there, down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. Down to their final out, but an opportunity to deliver the tying and maybe even a winning run. That one finds the zone.
No ball,
Strike
1
one.
strike.
So the tying run at second just
That's the
missed.
ball.
And a count 1 and 2.
Punch him out. Come on, punch him out. Sit him down.
That one missed.
2-2. Finish him.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Punch him out. Sit him down. Sit him down.
Oh, sit him down.
And the next pitch is way outside.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Punch him out. Strike him out.
Got him! And that's the ball game.
That looked like the pitcher was getting into a little trouble there, but quickly brought out a pitch that isn't what most hitters are looking for with that great velocity, but it was really good movement on the changeup and a nice win today.
3-2 the final score. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Athletics.
And now, please welcome your
First pitch coming at you right after the break.
Athletics.
All right, just about ready for baseball. And today's starter, Luis Severino. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. Swinging a foul straight back. Right through there for a strike. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Next pitch, not close, up high.
That's a strike.
Popped in the air, left field. Hauls it in for the out. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup.
Chisholm Jr.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. First pitch misses.
That's a ball. 1-0. Come on, Luis.
And that one a little bit high. Next offering is in for a strike.
2-1.
One out, base is empty. And a base hit right there.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit.
Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Throw, save.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Runner at second here, one gone. Next offering is outside.
1-1. Let's go, Luis. Come on.
Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper.
1-2. The count.
Strike three, went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout. Here's Cody Bellinger. Foul ball there.
Hey, Luis, let's go.
In the air, left field.
Oh, yeah.
Brown pulls it down, and that is that. One left for the Yankees, and the A's will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and starting for the Yankees, the right-hander, Garrett Cole.
The spin rate on the curveball is incredible. Hitters know they're going to see a lot of them today. Stay back, be patient, and hit the ball the other way.
We go to the bottom of the first. Now it's the right fielder, Lawrence Butler.
Right fielder, Lawrence Butler.
Outside low, ball one.
Come on, Lawrence.
Swing and a foul out of play. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. Way back there. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. The 2-2 gets a check swing. Now an appeal to third. And that's going to be ruled a swing.
Batting second.
Brent Rooker digs in now.
Brent Rooker.
That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-2.
Hard ground ball, base knock.
Love how he let that ball travel,
Batting
trusted
third.
his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
J.J. Bleday.
This is J.J. Bleday. That's down and in. And that's outside. That one fouled off. Rooker, the base runner at first with one out.
Go back to New York.
Next offering is in for a strike.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Let's go, Green and Gold. Bring him home.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with two strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers.
Let's go, Shay.
That's inside. That's too low. And now 2-0. That one missing
3-0.
inside. So now 2 on
Ball four.
and
Take
2
your
outs.
base,
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire
First
at-bat.
baseman, Tyler Soderstrom.
First and second, 2 outs. And now Tyler Soderstrom. And there's the strike. And fouled off.
Let's go, Ty.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2 aboard, 2 outs.
Go, green and gold.
Foul ball still 0-2.
Let's go, green and gold, baby. Let's go.
2 on, 2 outs. And now 1 and 2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Foul ball still a 1-2 count.
Come on, athletic.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Are you kidding me?
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
And we're back.
Leading
Top of the
off for the
second.
Yankees,
Now here's
the
Giancarlo
designated
Stanton.
hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
Come on, green and gold.
Get out of here, Yankees.
Severino back to work. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. That clips the corner. And ball 1. And misses inside. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. That misses. 1-0. Severino. That one is absolutely belted. Going back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Batting 7th, first baseman Paul Goldschmidt.
2 outs, base is empty. Here is Goldschmidt. First offering, and it just misses. No score here in the second. Next offering is in for a strike. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
1-2. That's a ball.
2 outs, base is empty. Got him swinging. Down in order, go the Yankees. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. Now it's the second baseman, Zach Geloff.
Let's go, green and gold. Bring him home.
Fouled off. He was late. Check swing, called strike.
0-2. Let's go, green and gold.
Next pitch is outside. On the ground, right side. Jazz tosses to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting seventh, left fielder, Seth Brown.
So here's Brown at the plate.
Come on now, Brown.
Outside corner, there's a strike.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either.
Strike two.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, he clearly didn't recognize that curveball out of the hand and tried to check the swing, just went around too far, and you're hoping the umpire maybe missed it and they bail you out.
Here's Luis Urias. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball. And that's a strike. Check swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first. No swing. Kenny Jansen with the call. 2 outs. Way outside, and a full count now. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that's ball 4. Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
2 outs, runner at first. Jacob Wilson up next for the A's. That one to first. It's in and out of his glove. Still able to fire over. Misplay doesn't cost him. Inning over. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We played 2 full, no score. Top half of the 3rd inning, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez.
Come on, Athletics.
A little bit low. Ball 1. There's a swing and a drive. That ball's carrying. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
So digging in, Oswaldo Cabrera. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Fly to left his first time. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Now batting, second baseman.
And
Jazz
next for New York,
Chisholm
Jazz Chisholm Jr. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that one fouled off. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Lede sizing this one up. He's got it. 2 away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
It's Aaron Judge now. Struck out swinging his first time. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the.
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. Volpe up into scoring position now with 2 out on the pass ball.
Looked like that four-seamer just kept rising on him, and he couldn't get the mid up in time to catch it. Kind of makes me wonder if that was a cross-up or maybe just way more run than he was expecting. Either way, should have had it.
Let's go, green and gold, bring 'em home.
And he swings through that one.
1 and 2's the count.
Up and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And there's a hit. Volpe flying around third and headed home. Head first slide, and he's safe. It's 2-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Runner at first with 2 away. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. In there for strike 1. Bellinger in his 8th season, batting in the cleanup spot, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Out to short. They take the force out, 3rd out. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Yankees 2 and the A's 0. Bottom of the inning. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Lawrence Butler.
Right fielder, Lawrence Butler.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
It's 0 and 1.
And it's 1 and 1.
That's a ball. 1-1.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a great pitch for pitchers to finish hitters off. They're trying to stay back with 2 strikes, make sure that they can handle something off speed, and just with good spin rate, good rotation through the zone, elevate it a little bit, get a lot of swings and misses, and that's a really nice job right there.
Stepping in, Brent Rooker. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
1-0.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
He's going to have to make
1-1.
sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the 3rd one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
Dominguez hauls it in to end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. 3 innings complete. It's the Yankees 2 and the A's nothing. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Giancarlo Stanton.
You're nothing, Yankees. Come on, Athletics.
And that's way high. And that's ball 1.
You know, these Yankees showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well. Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
3-1. Come on, Green and Gold.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Now the catcher up to hit, Austin Wells. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1.
Let's go, Green and Gold, baby. Let's go.
That's a strike. 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Right through there for a strike. Up and in, and the count 1-2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Wow, that one almost got out of here. I know the wind's blowing out to left, but man, that almost pushed it over the fence. I bet hitters are trying to get the ball up in the air and hit it that direction. I know I would be.
And here's Paul Goldschmidt. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
Turn 2 now. Let's go.
Pitch misses. Ball 1. That one ripped, but foul.
Let's go, Green and Gold. Bring him home.
Pitch misses. 2-1. Sliced hard, but foul. Severino kick steals inside, and it's a full count.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Strike him out.
Ouch, that one drilled him.
Figure it out.
Off balance feed, there's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Now pitching. for
Noah
the
Murdoch,
A's,
ready or not, in
Number
the game
58.
now after the injury.
Noah
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
So up next,
Now batting
Jason
left fielder,
Dominguez.
Jason
He's already
Dominguez.
homered in this game.
Let's go, green and gold.
And
That's
takes
the ball.
low for ball one. Goldie leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Let's go, green and gold, baby. Let's go.
In the dirt. That's in there, and it's 2-1 now.
Come on, athletics.
And that's downstairs and outside.
3-1.
Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. Bleday fires it in. Runner puts on the brakes at second, so it's
Now
first
batting
and second
third
with 2
baseman,
outs.
Oswaldo
First and
Cabrera.
second, 2 outs. Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. Fly ball center field. Bleday makes the catch, and that is that. Yanks strand a pair as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Ready to go,
Leading
bottom
off
4.
for the
And here's the
A's,
catcher, Shea Langoliers.
Shea Langoliers.
Ground ball, Goldie. Steps on first for the out.
Up next for the A's, first baseman Tyler Soderstrom.
Tyler Soderstrom up next for the A's. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that's outside. Fought off foul. Ground ball to the
that's
right
foul
side.
ball.
And it goes just foul. And down on strikes. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Quite the start to this game on the mound, looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Zach Geloff, the next to hit, grounded out his first time. That one ripped left field. Back there. And out of here. He'll touch them all. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1.
That could be one of those swings that really help spark this offense.
There we go.
They thought he could blow a high fastball by him, but he was ready for it. Look at how quickly he jumped on that pitch.
Base is empty with 2 away. Seth Brown up next for the A's. Went down on strikes his first time through. There's the strike. Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Way inside, gets out of the way. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, third baseman, Luis.
Now at the plate, Luis Urias. He reached on a walk his first time.
Ball.
In the dirt.
Let's go green and gold, baby. Let's go.
Right through there for a strike.
Come on, Athletic.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Struck him out looking. But they draw within 1 thanks to the solo homer. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Yankees 2 and the A's 1. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Anthony Volpe. Murdoch back to work. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. And the righty deals. That one drilled left field. In 1 hops off the wall, should be extra bases. The throw to second is offline.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. No outs, runner on second. And there's a foul ball.
Punch him out.
And 1-2. Line drive, caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge at the plate.
Come on, green and gold.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Absolutely smoked that baseball. What a swing. Sent it out way faster than it came in, of course. 113 off the bat, and no matter where you hit it at that speed, it's tough to make a play on.
Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Brown sizes this one up, makes the grab for the second out.
Now batting, designated hitter Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. He is struck out and he is walked.
Green and gold, baby. Let's go.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1. Let's go, green and gold. Bring it home.
2 outs. And a base hit into right. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Now
All
batting,
over that one right there.
Austin
You got that
Wells.
front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. Missed with a changeup. 1-0.
One ball, no strikes.
Judge at second. Stanton at first. 2 out of the inning.
Let's go, green and gold, baby. Let's go.
Climb the ladder with that fastball, and it's a ball and a strike.
Come on, athletic.
Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That one the other way. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. Home half of the 5th coming up. Yankees 3 and the A's 1. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and now the shortstop, Jacob Wilson.
Jacob Wilson.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
You know, these
Your ball,
athletics
one strike.
just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've
No,
seen
that
it
missed
quite a
that
bit
ball.
today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
There's the strike up high. 1 and 2.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
2-2.
And that skips in the dirt. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's the moneymaker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
So the lineup flips over. And now the right fielder, Lawrence Butler. Just missed.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Foul ball there. Swings through that one.
1 and 2's the count.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And, you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Here's a big power threat. Brent Rooker, 1 for 2. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
1-0.
Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Right through there for a strike. In there at the knees, 1-2.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swings and misses. And he strikes out the side in the 5th. And the A's are gone in order. And they still trail it here, 3-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate.
Paul Goldschmidt.
Let's go green and gold, baby. Let's go.
Goldie, a former MVP, over 1,000 runs batted in his career. He's one of the few Major League Baseball players born in the state of Delaware. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. And up next for New York, Jason Dominguez. He's already homered here in this one.
Let's go green and gold. Bring 'em home.
There's a strike.
Let's go green and gold.
And a fastball misses outside for a ball.
And the count even 1-1.
Let's go green and gold, baby. Let's go.
And a weak ground ball to the
That's a
left
foul
side.
ball.
And foul ball.
Shut him down.
Strike.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Sets him down looking. That was pretty nasty.
2 down, base is empty.
Third baseman,
Oswaldo
Oswaldo
Cabrera stepping
Cabrera.
in now for the Yankees.
Come on, Athletics.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Now batting, shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe.
Come on, green and gold.
That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Let's go green and gold, baby. Let's go.
That catches the corner.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Bring 'em home.
Out towards right center field. Bleday sizing this one up. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. One hit, one left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. Yankees 3 and the A's 1. And we're back. Digging in, J.J. Bleday.
Center fielder, J.J. Bleday.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
1 up, 1 down.
Come on now.
Now batting, catcher, Shea Langoliers.
Shea Langoliers up next for the A's.
Let's go green and gold. Let's go green and gold, baby. Let's go.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. The Yanks up by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. That one blasted deep to right. This one's got a chance. And it's gone. Home run. He sends it out of here. It's 3-2.
He just sent a jolt of electricity into this stadium with that swing.
That's right. There we go.
Well, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
So 1 out, nobody on. Tyler Soderstrom getting ready to hit. And downstairs.
Down. Ball.
One down, base is empty. Right through there for a strike.
Come on, Athletics.
And that's downstairs. And a count 2-1.
Tag 2.
Strike 3 struck him out for the 3rd time today.
Man, that looked like a pretty good swing, and I was waiting for it to get hammered somewhere. I mean, breaking ball, but he just somehow missed it. Timing looked solid, and his balance was there. He wasn't out on the front foot. Great pitch to hit, but just came up with nothing but air. So, tell you what, that's not a good feeling at all.
Zach Geloff up next for the A's. That's out to center field. Bellinger under this one. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Only 1 hit in the inning, a solo homer, and it's a 1-run game. We're through 6 full. Yankees 3 and the A's 2. Top of inning number 7, leading off, Jazz Chisholm Jr. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
Overrated.
Sit him down.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
Very dominant with that fastball inside. Hitter's going to be conscious of that. Now you have the outer half of the plate to work with out there on the mound.
Sit him down.
That just
Nope.
misses.
Ball.
Now 1-2.
Well, it's a good
1-2.
pitch there.
Punch him out.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you got a broken back as you jog back to the dugout.
Strike 3. Got him looking on the changeup. Here is Aaron Judge.
Right fielder.
He's a guy who does it
Judge.
all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. First
No,
pitch
that's it.
misses.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
1-1. Let's go, green and gold. Bring it
Judge
home.
waits.
Tag 2.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Right side. Butler on the move. Got it. Really had to move for that catch. 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Let's go, green and gold, baby. Let's go.
And that one fouled off.
Come on, Athletics.
Next offering
That's it. That's the
upstairs.
ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing.
That one is
Go, hands
upstairs.
up.
fouled off, 2-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Got him. That K is his third of the game. So the Yanks go in order, but they're up 3-2. Set for the last half of the seventh. And the batter now, Seth Brown. Just missed.
That's a ball.
Movement in the bullpen. Fernando Cruz getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Weaver getting cranked up as well. Looking to get the tying run on base.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm impressed with that challenge pitch right there. Even with this slim lead, this guy's not afraid to go right after these hitters.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
1-2.
Goes down looking. A big first out here in the seventh via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Now the third baseman, Luis Urias. There's a strike.
Ha. No balls. One strike.
Trying to hold a one-run lead here at the bottom of the seventh. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Down on strikes, looking for the second straight plate appearance. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Jacob Wilson up next for the A's.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
1-1.
Two down, nobody on. That clips the corner.
Just 1 out away from 7 strong innings and just at 100 pitches. Man, pretty impressive. They've got to be happy with what they've gotten from him out there today.
Way high. Line drive, and that's base hit out into center field. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Aaron Boone makes his way out of the dugout, and he will make a move to the bullpen. Garrett Cole is done in this one. He exits with the lead and gave them a really nice performance. New pitcher on the bump when we get back. Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Tim Hill.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
So back to the top of the order. Next up for the A's, Lawrence Butler. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and it falls. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Been a pretty rough game at the plate for him so far. A bunch of strikeouts, so that felt good, I'm sure. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Rooker, the next to hit, takes low for a ball. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. And that is in for a strike. And the count 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Dominguez has this one sized up. Makes the grab. That is the inning. A's strand a couple, and it's still a 3-2 ball game.
Now pitching. for
Welcome
the
back, and a
A's,
new arm on the mound to start the
Number
8th.
44.
Tyler Ferguson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well,
Leading
one-run
off for the
game.
Yankees,
Giancarlo
the
Stanton
designated hitter,
stepping in now for the
Giancarlo
Yankees.
Stanton.
Come on, Green, go.
Right through there for a strike. That's way outside. And 1-1.
Let's go, Green, go, baby. Let's go.
And there's a ball.
2-1.
Fastball is outside.
Let's go, Green, go. Bring him home.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells.
0 for 3 in this one.
And that one is in for a strike. The Athletics have some bullpen action. Michel Otanez preparing to come on if needed. Leclerc warming up as well. Now 1-1.
That's a ball.
Runner at first with no outs here.
Let's go, Green, go.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
1 and 2. Count.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Stays alive.
Come on, punch him out.
1-2 here. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Now 1 away. Paul Goldschmidt down. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. That one catches the corner for a strike.
0-1.
Stanton leads off first with 1 away. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
He goes down looking. Jason Dominguez will hit next.
Jason Dominguez.
Let's go, Green, go, baby. Let's go.
And that one upstairs.
That's a ball. Come on, Athletics.
That misses the
Outside.
zone,
That's a ball.
and it's 2-0.
Come on, Green, go.
That's in there.
Strike him out.
Fouled off left side. That one almost got him.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
First and second, 2 outs. And next for New York, Oswaldo Cabrera.
Oh, bottom of the order here, Boog. You got to go right after this guy.
As they look to pick up an add-on run, and the number 9 guy at the plate. Yeah, that's fouled off. First and second, 2 down, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one hooked foul. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Strike him out.
2 on, 2 outs. On the ground to first. Sneaks through, base hit. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Base is now loaded with 2 away.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
And now it's going to be Anthony Volpe. The bases are full for the New York Yankees. And that's way high. Ball 1. Ripped to right. Base hit. 1 run is in. Now a second crosses the plate, and they take a 3-run lead.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the A's bullpen. Tyler Ferguson is done. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching.
So they bring on the veteran, T.J. McFarland.
48.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Chisholm digs in now. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Right side, hard hit. Fires over to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. They put 2 on the board on 2 hits. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Yankees 5 and the A's 2.
Now pitching.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Fernando Cruz. 3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. J.J. Bleday now at the plate. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Just missed.
Outside. Come on, Athletics.
Swings and misses. And the count 1-1. That clips a corner. And he dodges that fastball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes. But that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. And first offering is fouled off.
This is the type of hitter his club wants at the plate, especially playing from behind. He's hoping to start a rally right here.
Breaking ball in there for a strike.
0-2. Let's go, green and gold. Bring 'em home.
Next pitch misses, and the count is 1-2.
1-2.
In the air, foul off first.
Come on.
And there's 2 away.
Come on.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Tyler Soderstrom up next for the A's. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3.
Let's go, green and gold, baby. Let's go.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Come on, Athletics.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Yankees up by 3.
Get a base hit now.
Swing and a miss. Splitter in the dirt. Catcher has it. Fires to first.
That's it.
That completes the strikeout. Inning over. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set to start the 9th in this one. And stepping in for the Yankees, Aaron Judge. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. McFarland, a 6'3" lefty, 35 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2012. Not even close there. And now it's even 1-1. Activity in the bullpen. Michel Otonez, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up.
Let's go, green and gold, baby. Let's go.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. That's off the inside corner. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Let's go, green and gold. Bring 'em home.
Swings and misses. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. 0 for 4, a couple of flyouts. He's also grounded out and struck out. The first one to Bellinger is in for a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Base is empty, 1 away. You're at the top of the 9th. Next pitch just misses, and that is ball 1.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 outs, base is empty. Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. The strike.
0-1.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Throwing the ball well, and they need this scoreless inning in relief right here. Been doing a good job keeping him in striking distance.
That one way outside, and it's 1-2. Good job to fight that one off.
Come on, Athletics.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the ninth. 3 up, 3 down that time. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. It's the Yankees 5 and the A's 2. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Devin Williams.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Now it's the second baseman, Zach Geloff.
Second baseman, Zach Geloff.
Do it again. Come on, Rico.
That clips the zone. That's strike one.
Let's go, Rico, baby. Let's go. That's high. That's a ball. Let's go, Rico. Bring him home.
Just
Nope,
missed.
that's outside. Ball.
That one misses. 3-1.
3-1. Get a piece.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. That one 95 to finish him off.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Brown at the
That's a
plate
ball.
now. That's ball one.
1-0.
The Yankees trying to close out a 3-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there. That one is gone. He made him pay for that one, and they cut into the deficit. It's 5-3. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there, no doubt about it. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate, here it is, watch it, I'm going to jog around the bases.
Here in the bottom of the ninth, 1 out. Urias getting ready to hit. First offering, and it just misses.
This is the guy they turn to get the most important outs of the ball game, but they're going to make him work to get this save.
Come on, Athletics.
Next one
That's a
misses. 2-0. Williams
2 balls, no
maybe a
strikes.
little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to
3-0.
throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
And there's the automatic. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
They're all partner. Every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
Shortstop, Jacob Wilson.
The Athletics down to their last out. Now here is Jacob Wilson, 1 for 3.
Let's go green and gold, baby. Let's go.
And the first offering is not close.
Fastball is outside.
2-0. Let's go green and gold. Bring it home.
There's a strike. 2-1 now.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Two outs. They're down to their final strike.
2 and 2's the count.
Williams is just 1 strike away. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, he does a nice job of coming in and getting the save. He made a mistake with the pitch, gave up the solo home run, but he maintained his focus to push through to the finish line.
A 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We're going to be treated to a gorgeous day for baseball on the show. It's the New York Yankees going up against the Athletics.
And now,
First pitch coming your way next.
Athletics.
All right, just about set to go. Today's starting pitcher, Luis Severino. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
And the 1-0. And that one wrapped foul. On the ground to the left. And it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in. And it's a double to start the game.
Batting second baseman, Jazz
Caught it out front and
Chisholm.
ripped it down the line. And as soon as he saw it get through the infield, man, he started making that big turn towards second for the double.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Fastball for a strike.
Let's go, Luis.
And that's
No,
off
that's
the
inside.
inside edge. And it's 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Volpe stands at second with no outs.
Finish him.
And a swing and a miss. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. And Judge spoils that one.
Let's go, green and gold.
Man at second. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Oh,
Judge rips that one. That's back.
you're kidding me.
And that one is gone. And they jump out front. It's 2-0.
The sun rises, and Aaron Judge hits a home run. That's a pretty normal day in the world of baseball. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Ground ball right side. Oh, great grab on the dive. On the money. Nice play.
Look at how he dives right there. Is able to pop up to both knees. Not enough time to get to his feet, but he threw a cannon across the diamond to get the runner.
Two down, bases empty. Here's Stanton now. Just missed.
1-0.
2 down, nobody on. There's a strike.
1-1.
Misses the sweeper.
1 and 2 is the count.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So they get 2 runs on 2 hits. One of them left the yard. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Yankees 2 and the Athletics coming to bat. Back here with my pal Singy, pitching in our game today, Garrett Cole. And Singy, he's a workhorse, loves pitching deep into his starts.
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
Bottom of the first. Now it's the right fielder, Lawrence Butler. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. That misses. Ball 2. Up the middle. It's through for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Wide throw, and it gets away. No advance, though. Ball didn't get too far away.
Batting second.
Brent Rooker up next for the A's.
Brent Rooker.
See the velocity, 97 with that fastball. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
Come on, Brent.
The pitch. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Let's go now. Base hit here.
Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left.
Let's go green and gold, baby. Let's go.
Way inside, and that hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. And now a chance for Shea Langoliers.
Come on, Shea.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Butler on second. Lede at first. One gone.
Get out of here, Yankees.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 2 away now.
Batting fifth.
Next
first
up for the A's,
baseman,
Tyler Soderstrom.
Soderstrom.
Come on, Tyler.
That one
ball,
not
no
close. And that's ball 1. Two outs. Couple of base runners at first and second.
All right, Tyler, let's go.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it. A's strand a couple. They trail it here 2-0. New inning getting started. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells.
Come on, Athletics.
Severino back to work. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Paul Goldschmidt will climb in. And that one upstairs, ball 1. He swings and fouls one off. 1 out, base is empty. And it is 2-1. And a foul ball. Goldie checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. No swing. Kenny Jansen with the call. And they'll do it again. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field.
Batting 8th, left fielder Jason Dominguez.
Man at first with 1 gone. At the plate, Jason Dominguez. And that one sliced foul. Next offering upstairs. That one missed.
Go back to New York.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Bleday sizes this one up. They got it for out number 2.
Batting 9th, third baseman Oswaldo Cabrera.
Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees.
Let's go green and gold, baby. Let's go. Let's go green and gold. Bring him home.
Right through there for a strike.
Let's go green and gold.
The next pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one pushed to the left and foul.
It's all right. We got this one.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Two outs. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. The Yanks leave 1, but they're on top 2-0. And we're back. Now it's going to be Zach Geloff.
Second baseman, Zach Geloff.
First pitch,
that's
and he
outside.
just
Ball.
misses. Hard ground ball, base knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He was all over that one. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Here's the left fielder, Seth Brown. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Bellinger drop step, going back. And gone. And we're level. It's 2-2. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Here's Luis Arias. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Volpe gets it to first. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second.
Batting ninth, shortstop, Jacob Wilson.
Next to hit, Jacob Wilson.
Let's go, Jake.
And that is in for a strike. 0-1. Tied up here in the early going.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Oh, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for, a bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Back to the top of the lineup, Lawrence Butler up next for the A's. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at-bat.
Let's go green and gold, baby. Let's go.
Not close with that one. And a count 1-2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just to waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got him looking. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. They get 2 and draw even again. We head on now to the top of the third. We are tied 2-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the third inning. And now here is Anthony Volpe. That That's in there, and that is strike one.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Line to left. Brown makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, second baseman, Jazz
So digging in, Jazz Chisholm Jr. struck out swinging his first time. And there's a strike. Check swing. He held up. And it's a ball and a strike. That one ripped right center field. And it one-hops the wall into second, and he's got a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on, and such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Swing and a miss. Chisholm, the runner at second with one away. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Ball outside. And the throw. He's out at third. That's off the inside corner. And the count is 3-1. Cody Bellinger in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 2 down, nobody on. And ball 4, and Judge takes his walk.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Bellinger up to hit. Bellinger patrolling center field, 29 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Severino. That one fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a ground ball to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. One left for the Yankees, and this game is still tied at 2-2. Set for the bottom of the third. Now the A's designated hitter, Brent Rooker.
Brent Rooker.
And that one misses up and in. And that's ball 1. Swing and a liner foul off to the right.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Dominguez makes the play. 1 away.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
This is J.J. Bleday. There's a strike up high. 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Checks his swing. Appeal down to third. No swing. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Here's the power hitting catcher, Shea Langoliers. And that one a little below the knees. Ball one.
One ball, no strikes.
And the slider just misses.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
2 out, space is empty.
Hard work.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
It's a K from the Coltrane. A's go quickly and quietly there. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. On to the fourth.
Leading off
Stepping
for
in the
Yankees,
long ball
the
threat,
designated
Giancarlo
hitter,
Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton.
And that's
No,
outside.
that's out.
You know, these Yankees doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Towering home run from Stanton, and they grab the lead. It's 3-2.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. He came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. First pitch just misses.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set him up to do more damage later in this game.
Severino kicks deals. Center field. Bleday moving back for this one. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Come on, Athletic.
Misses inside, and it's 1-0.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And another
That's
ball.
down, ball.
Right through there for a strike. And it's fouled away. Cut on and miss, struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Now batting, left fielder.
And up next
Jason
for New York,
Dominguez.
Jason Dominguez. He's 0 for 1.
Come on, Griego.
Splits the plate. It's 0-1. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Top half of inning number 4. That one catches the zone, and the count is 0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. So they pick up a run of the solo shot and take the lead. We're midway in the 4th. Yankees 3 and the A's 2. Bottom 4, and now the first baseman, Tyler Soderstrom.
First baseman, Tyler Soderstrom.
And that's in the dirt.
You know, these A's, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
And it's strike two.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Next to hit, Zach Geloff. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. The A's down by a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That's down and in. Just off the inside edge. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Bellinger settles underneath it. He makes the grab, and there's 2 away.
Now batting left fielder.
Now a chance for Seth Brown. He's already homered in this game.
Let's go green and gold, baby. Let's go.
And ball 1.
1-0.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, Boo, great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get to them, to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't take it then, you may see zeros the rest of the ball game.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We played 4. Yankees 3 and the A's 2. And we're back. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Oswaldo Cabrera.
Let's go green and gold. Bring him home. Let's go green and gold. Let's go green and gold, baby. Let's go.
Severino back to work. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss, and he got him. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
And here is Anthony Volpe. Hit in the air left field. Brown makes the catch. Out number 2.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Chisholm in the box now as he leaves that one up high. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th.
Come on, Athletics.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. And now it's 1-2. Inside, and he hit him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. Aaron Judge at the dish now. He homered earlier in this one, Singy, which isn't much of a surprise.
No, not at all, Boog. This is the same guy who homered in his first at-bat in the majors and did it again the next day. He's just unreal.
Not sure if he was expected for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
That one inside. And the count is 1-1. The A's bullpen has some movement. TJ McFarland, the veteran southpaw, is getting ready to come on if needed. Otanez also throwing. 2 outs. So now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Come on, Green, go.
And that gets away from Langoliers. And now a man into scoring position.
This is something that'll happen to him from time to time behind the dish. The defense is a part of his game he's trying to improve, but right there just couldn't squeeze it and it cost him.
Two outs and one in scoring position.
Let's go, Green, and go, baby. Let's go.
Smoked on the ground a second. The throw to first, and that is the inning. The Yanks lead one, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the third baseman, Luis Urias.
Luis Urias.
Let's go, Green, and go. Bring him home. Let's go, Green, and go.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. And that's in the dirt. 1-2 to count. And a swing and a miss. Whiff number 9 for him in this game. 9.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Now it's the shortstop, Jacob Wilson.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
There's a strike. The 0-1. And the pitch is outside. Ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. The Athletics trailing by a run, last half of inning number 5. One and two now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 1-2 now. The shortstop takes the ball.
2-2.
Got him. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, into double-digit strikeouts. He should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And you know, not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
Butler up to the plate for the third time as he looks at one down low.
No strikes.
Fastball in for a strike, and it's 1-1. And there's a ball.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Brent Rooker waiting on deck if they extend the inning.
Plenty of pop in his bat, so he could give them the lead with one swing if he gets the chance.
And that is out of play. Two down, nobody on. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. Nothing doing there for the A's. They're down 3-2.
Now pitching.
New
for the
pitcher coming
A's.
on, the veteran T.J. McFarland.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And here comes Bellinger. Has grounded out a couple of times.
Cody Bellinger.
Come on, Green, go.
Strike one. McFarland goes 6 feet 3 inches, 200 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent.
That's a ball.
Just missed.
1-1. Let's go, Green, go, baby. Let's go.
And a big swing and a miss.
Good late movement on that sinker right there. It's right where you want to get it to get that swing over the top.
And he grounds one to the right side.
Let's go, get on your horse.
Whips it to first. Now one gone in the top of the 6th. And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. He's already homered here in this one. That missed by a lot. Ball one. The Athletics have some bullpen action. Grant Holman up and loosening in the pen. That's in for a strike. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And a swing and a miss.
1 and 2's the count.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Butler puts it away, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, catcher Austin Wells.
2 outs, base is empty. And the batter now, Austin Wells. 0 for 2 in this one.
Let's go, Green and gold. Bring him home.
First pitch
Ball,
misses.
outside.
Right through there for a strike. Swings through that.
1 and 2.
Now one
That's the
missed.
ball. Swing.
Slow ground ball to the right side. Sends it to first, and that is the inning. 1-2-3 go the Yankees, but they still lead at 3-2. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's some real power at the plate. Brent Rooker.
Hitter, Brent Rooker.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
0
He's
and 1.
pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
On the ground right side, down the line, and it's foul. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. You got to put a ball in play.
And now J.J. Bleday.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
One down, base is empty. Inside.
1-1.
And 1-1.
Well, he gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
On the ground, right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
Now batting, the catcher, Shea Langoliers.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Shea Langoliers, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Let's go, green and gold.
First offering misses badly for ball 1. Home team down a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Very high with that one. 2 balls, no strikes.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
That one finds the zone. Now 2 balls and a strike.
That's through there for a strike.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And that one missing low. Tyler Soderstrom in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Hammered, base hit.
And now first and second with 2 outs.
Now batting, second baseman, Zach Geloff.
Next up for the A's, Zach Geloff. 1 for 2. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Let's go, green and gold, baby. Let's go.
There's a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Fernando Cruz, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Weaver also getting ready.
Let's go, green and gold. Bring it home.
And foul ball. Langoliers, the lead runner out at second. Soderstrom on at first with 2 down. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 13 strikeouts now. He's putting together an impressive outing.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Michel Otañez.
Now pitching for the Athletics, number 47, Michel Otañez.
Well,
Leading
one-run
off for the
game.
Yankees,
Paul
first
Goldschmidt
baseman,
stepping in
Paul
now for the
Goldschmidt.
Yankees.
Let's go, green and gold, baby. Let's go.
And he hits a ground
That's
ball
foul.
right side, and that's just foul. The 0-1.
Nope, ball. 1-1.
In the air, right field. Butler settles underneath it. And there's one down.
Up next for the
Digging
Yankees,
in is the switch hitting
left
outfielder,
fielder,
Jason Dominguez.
Come on, Athletics. Come on, green and goal.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
1-1.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
That pitch gets the corner. That is strike two. Ball one there. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it looks like trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap, and when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
One out, runner at second. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Oswaldo Cabrera.
In there.
Throw to second, save.
Let's go green and gold, baby. Let's go.
Swing and a foul out of play.
Let's go green and gold. Bring it home.
Hit in the air, center field. Lede makes the grab, and there's two gone.
Now batting, shortstop Anthony Volpe.
Anthony Volpe will hit next. 1 for 3.
Let's go green and gold.
And that skips in the dirt. Otanez. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit.
Baby, let's go.
A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
1-2.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. One left for the Yankees, but they're up 3-2. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the left fielder, Seth Brown.
Seth Brown.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. And it's even up.
Missed. That's a ball.
Well, he's back out there to begin the 7th. That surprised you at all, Chris?
Yeah, a little bit. It was a little rough 6th inning there, but his skipper's got.
And this one looks like trouble. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Garrett Cole is done in this one. And a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment.
Now pitching.
Fernando Cruz taking over on the mound.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
So the tying run in scoring position now. Now the third baseman, Luis Urias. That's outside, and that's ball one.
Come on, green and gold. Let's go green and gold, baby. Let's go.
And there's a ball. Looked like it was a little bit up, so definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
Come on now. You got this.
So the tying run at second gets the outside corner with that one.
3-1.
And ball four, two aboard.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way on.
Here's the shortstop at the play, Jacob Wilson.
Let's go green and gold. Bring him home. Let's go green and gold.
There's the strike, 95 of that one.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Go, baby. Let's go.
0-1. The shortstop takes the ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Hey, one time.
Come on, get ahead.
And a count 1-2. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Lawrence Butler.
Come on, let's keep it going.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Come on, athletic. Come on, green and gold. Let's go green and gold, baby. Let's go.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. One out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Swung on, belted. That one is back. And it is gone. A three-run homer, and the A's jump in front. It's 5-3.
That's a great way to fire up this crowd. They're feeling it now. That pitch looked like the splitter, but normally doesn't stay that high in the zone. The bottom falls out, at least to bring it around belt level, but that one just stayed up, and with that kind of velocity, it's going to get hit really hard, as it did right there.
Now the A's designated hitter, Brent Rooker. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Swing and a miss.
0-1. Go green and gold.
The 0-1. Slice to right,
Drop it.
and there are 2 outs.
Now batting, the center fielder, J.J. Bleday.
Next up for the A's, J.J. Bleday.
Let's go green and gold, baby. Let's go.
They say you win.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
No balls, 2 strikes. Come on, 3 to go.
2 outs. And that's in the dirt.
Ball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's out number 3. So they get 3 and jump ahead late. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the A's 5 and the Yankees 3. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tyler Ferguson.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Leading off for
Jazz
the
Chisholm
Yankees,
Jr.
second
digs in
baseman,
now.
Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Overrated.
First pitch misses. The A's bullpen has some
ball, no
movement.
strike.
Mason Miller, the anchor of the staff, is getting ready to close this one out. Leclerc getting loose as well.
Let's go, 3 to go, baby, let's go.
Next offering
that's
is
ball.
down low. The Yankees looking to rally.
Swing.
Right through there for a strike. And that one clips the corner.
On 2 out.
Gets a piece and stays alive. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Outside low. Full count, 3-2.
Strike.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself
Right
after an
fielder,
at-bat like that
Aaron
one.
Judge.
Here comes Aaron Judge. Just off the outside edge, and that's ball 1. And Judge takes a strike. And a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Let's go, 3 to go, bring him home.
Another 1-2.
Strike.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Judge waits. Next offering is outside.
Let's go, 3 to go.
Stays alive.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your bullpen arm when you roll them out there to start a new inning, hold on to a small lead. Just such a stabilizing effect. And not only get the first 2 hitters, but to strike them out. That gives everyone on defense a big boost of confidence.
2 down, base is empty. Here comes Cody Bellinger. Off the mark there. Ball 1. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
2 down, nobody on.
Ball. 2-1.
To the right side, and it goes just foul.
Let's go green and gold, baby. Let's go.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th. Yanks held in check. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3.
Now pitching. for the
Back
New
now,
York
new
Yankees.
pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Mark Leiter Jr.
Mark Leiter.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers.
A walk and a pair of strikeouts.
Langoliers.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
0 balls, 1 strike.
And that one is in the dirt. 1-1. Headed towards the corner. Judge cutting across. Tries to make the play, but it's foul.
Come on, Athletics.
And a swing and a miss. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Tyler Soderstrom up next for the A's. That clips the corner. One down, base is empty. That one missed. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Ian Hamilton getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. To the right side, and that one handled. Throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting. Second baseman, Zach Geloff.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Zach Geloff.
Come on, green and gold.
Pitch misses there, and that is ball 1. And that one hammered way back there. And foul as it bangs off the fence. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And downstairs. This one in the air, right field. Judge has it sized up. And that will end the inning.
Now pitching.
We're
for the
back,
A's.
and on the mound is the closer,
Number 19.
Mason Miller.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Stanton leading things off and takes the strike. That one fouled hard the other way. That just misses. Now 1-2. Facing a closer that delivers big-time velocity.
Well, normally against a big arm with this kind of velocity, you look for the ball down because the fastball up is a little hard to catch up to. But he's shown really good plate discipline by not offering at that last pitch down. Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Wells, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Gone. So he goes the opposite way with that one. It's 5-4.
There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
Base is empty, 1 away. Goldie steps into the box. And a slider in the outside corner for a strike. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. That one is absolutely belted. Could be extra bases. And that'll kick off the base of the wall. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Looks like we've got a substitution at second. On to pinch run, Oswald Peraza.
Oswald Peraza.
1 out, runner at second. Jason Dominguez, the next to hit. Not even close there. Ball 1.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
That one at triple digits. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Then he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And they're down to their last out.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter and just can eat you up, saw you off. Tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
So it's their last chance in this one. Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. And that one fouled off. With the go-ahead run at the plate, you're at the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes. Sit him down.
Miller is just 1 strike away. Misses, and the count is 1-2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
So the tying run at second. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score easily. In with a double, and the go-ahead runs at second with 2 out.
Gets it done to drive in the run and tie it back up. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the A's bullpen. Mason Miller departs, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching.
A new arm into the game, the righty, Jose
Number
Leclerc.
37, Jose Leclerc.
And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
1 for 4 with a double.
That one's in there. Strike one.
It's 0-1. Let's go, green and gold, baby. Let's go.
Check swing, called strike.
Sit him down.
Strike him out.
Outside low, and it's 1-2. 2 down, go ahead run in scoring position. The shortstop takes the ball.
2-2.
Sit him down.
Just off the outside corner, and the count's full.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here.
I'll sit him down.
That's a good at-bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance, works the walk.
Now batting
Pretty good
second
spot on the
baseman,
outside, but
Jazz
just couldn't quite
Chisholm.
clip the zone. That's a stone-cold take.
Now Jazz Chisholm Jr. steps up for a big at-bat.
Come on, athletic. Come on, green and gold.
That one's in there. That's strike one.
There it was, a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
2 on, 2 outs. And that one off the outside edge. The Athletics have some bullpen action. Grant Holman, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Swings and misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
That's a little bit low.
Cabrera, the lead runner at second. Volpe at first, 2 out of the inning.
Sit him down.
Good eye in that spot.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
Strike him out.
Deep breath, he's ready, and he fires. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Come on, punch him out.
And a swing and a miss. The hat trick. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late. A rally in the top of the 9th, and we've got a whole new ball game. We're all tied up 5-5. DJ LeMahieu getting loose there. He's now in the game at first. So digging in, Seth Brown. The outfield shifted pretty heavily towards right field.
Seth Brown.
Leiter back to work. And fouled off. Hit hard but foul off to the left.
Do it again.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Movement in the Yankees pen. Luke Weaver getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Williams warming up as well. The wide, the kick, and the 1-2. In there, sets him down on strikes. Froze him with the heater at the knees.
Up next.
So Marcotte going with a pinch hitter here. Gio Urshela looking to start something with 1 gone. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Let's go, critical.
Hard hit, right side. He takes it on his own, and a couple of quick outs.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So 2 down now, and here is Jacob Wilson. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts.
Let's go, critical, baby. Let's go.
Right through there for a strike. Swing and a ground ball. Tosses to first. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras. And the A's are gone in order. Our score holds at 5 apiece. And welcome back to the ballpark. Aaron Judge at the plate. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Misses off the plate, and it's 1-0.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
And that misses. At a count now 2-0. And that one cutting but missing down low. Cody Bellinger in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That one finds the corner, and now 3-1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Ball 4, he walked him, and that keeps things going.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the 2nd time he's taken ball 4.
First and second, no outs. And now the center fielder, Cody Bellinger. 0 for 4 with 3 ground outs and a strikeout. And that one is lifted in the air. Lede gets there. He's under it. Hauls it in. And there's one away. And here is Giancarlo Stanton.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And that drops in for a strike. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the
Swing and a miss struck him out. Now 2 out.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big 2nd out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
And here is Austin Wells. That's down and in. With the go-ahead run standing at second, and here in extra innings. Upstairs.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Two outs. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Strike him out! Punch him out!
And he chases that one. That K is his third of the game.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Now pitching for
Back
New
here
York.
in extras, and a new
Number
pitcher on the
30.
mound in the bottom half of the inning,
Weaver.
Luke Weaver. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Butler now at the plate.
Go, green and gold. Hey, stay hot.
Fastball for a strike.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
The 0-1. Ripped, but it curls foul.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boog. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
Man at second. Just misses there.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Got him. One out, the bottom of the 10th.
Now batting.
Next is the designated hitter, Brent Rooker.
Rooker.
Oh, how he'd love to walk it off right here.
Come on, green and gold. Let's go, green and gold, baby. Let's go. Let's go, green and gold. Bring it home.
That one outside, and that's ball one. The winning run on second base. Swings through that one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Get a hit.
Yes, big knock here.
Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
1 and 2's the
One
count.
away. The winning run at second. And now 2-2.
Big knock now. Come on.
This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. Caught him looking for the K.
I don't know what he's looking for right there. You have to be ready to swing the bat. You can walk it off if you're just a little more aggressive.
Here's the center fielder, J.J. Bleday.
0 for 3 in this one.
Let's go, green and gold. Let's go, green and gold, baby. Let's go.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one. Man on second, 2 down. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Big knock.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs.
2-2.
Winning run stands at second.
Big up right here.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side here in extras. The A's strand 1. This ball game still tied 5-all.
Now pitching.
Welcome
for the
back, and on the mound to start the 11th inning,
Number
Grant
67.
Holman.
Grant Coleman.
Go ahead run on base. Here's the veteran first baseman, DJ LeMahieu, taking his first at bat here in extra innings after coming in on defense. First pitch just misses. A little bit low.
Ball.
The pitch to LeMahieu. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1.
Go, Green and Gold, bring it home.
Way high.
Ball, that's high.
Jason Dominguez in the on deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here.
Let's go, shut him down.
The 3-1. Ball 4, he walked him. And that'll keep the line moving.
You know, Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the box. You can see it right there with such tight plate discipline.
First and second, no outs. Here's the left fielder, Jason Dominguez.
Go, Green and Gold. Let's go, Green and Gold, baby, let's go.
And that's off the inside edge. 1-0. Late swing, foul to the left.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Off the mark
Oh,
there,
that's high.
and it's 2-1. With the go-ahead run standing at second, and we're here in the top half of the 11th. That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. Makes a nice running catch, and that is a big first out.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Your balls, one strike. Let's go, Green and Gold, bring it home.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Squeezes it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop Anthony Volpe.
Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Anthony Volpe.
Let's go, Green and Gold, baby, let's go. Come on, Athletic.
The shortstop takes the ball. On the ground to third. They get the force. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late. 2 left on. 1 run can win it as we move to the bottom of the 11th. We're all tied up 5-5. All set for the bottom of the 11th. Now here is Shea Langoliers.
Come on, Green and Gold. Let's go, Green and Gold, baby, let's go.
That's in there. Strike 1.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Just
Nope,
missed.
that's outside. Ball.
That one misses, and it's 2-1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Full count.
Tyler Soderstrom in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here.
Get on base.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity. So not a terrible result.
Making a move at second base. On to run for the A's. Esteury Ruiz. He's a potential winning run, so they're hoping he can score on a base hit. Next up for the A's, Tyler Soderstrom.
Go, baby. Let's go. Come on, Athletic.
The changeup missing. Ball 1.
Well, he's already in some trouble, and falling behind in the count makes it even worse. Then you've got to throw the ball over more of the plate, and that's where they can really do damage against a guy like this.
Oh, and this one's blasted. High and deep. It's on its way. Out of here. Ball game. A 3-run shot, and the A's walk it off in the 11th.
When you get to extra innings, it seems like every guy's trying to come up with the big swing to hit the homer and end the ball game. Well, he did it. Huge swing of the bat, and we're all heading home.
And this one ends with the score 8-5. The A's are victorious. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.